Rosa Parks broke barriers on December 5th, 1955, when she got arrested because she didn't move seats for a white man on the bus. She did this because she was sick and tired of giving in and being pushed around because she was a woman of color. Rosa Parks stood up for what she believed was right and used her voice instead of actions. She used her voice to be heard. She got people of color to open their eyes and to see that they have a voice and to use it. Till this day, she continues to inspire students of color to speak up and stand up for what. Rosa Parks was born on February 4th, 1914. Her name from birth was Rosa Louise. She was alive during World War I and World War II. When Rosa Parks was a little girl, she went to school where white women would teach girls of color. And she was confused when she saw other girls tracing their feet to get new shoes. People of color would then have to trace their feet in order to get new shoes because they didn't get the proper fitting that others did. This continued to happen as Rosa Parks got older. Every time the teachers' classes would be shut down, they would restart them because they'd be so determined to teach these young girls of color. Raymond goes to Rosa's house because Rosa would constantly have her brother answer the door. Her mom got annoyed of Rosa not going to the door. Rosa's mom let him in and Rosa asked what he said. Rosa and Raymond went on a date and she taught him how to fish since her grandpa taught her. He's telling Rosa about what he went through because he has a white father and a mother of color. After their date, Raymond and Rosa gets pulled over because the police assumed Raymond stole the car because it was a nice car and he was a man of color. And they assumed that he had stolen the car. When they asked him where he got the car, he told them that the car was his. Rosa and Raymond Parks got married on December 18th, 1938. Rosa Parks was only 19 at the time when she got married to Raymond Parks in front of their families and friends. After Rosa and Raymond got married, she started working at NACP and they offered her a guard position and she couldn't turn it down. And she started teaching young students of color to read and helping them study, and she would take them to the library to pick up books that they needed. They did not have or find any books in the colored section, so they went to the white section to pick out the books that they needed, and the librarian told them that they can find whatever they needed in the colored section, but because of Rosa Parks, they told the librarian that what they needed was not in the colored section, it was in the white section where they needed the sources and needed to find. Rosa Parks was one out of 5 women working here, and Rosa Parks was the mother of the civil rights movement to help people of color. Rosa Parks was interviewing a young man of color because he was accused of raping a white woman, called the police, and told them that he had raped her. As he's telling Rosa what had happened, she is taking notes and seeing what she can do to make a difference, and she believes him that he did not do. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks was heading home from a long day at work and heading home on the city bus. Rosa Parks ended up being arrested because she did not move for a white man since she was already in the colored section. The bus driver said for all the colored people to move so because the white section was already filled. So for Rosa Parks, she thought that there was no point in moving since she was already in the colored section and where she was supposed to be. The bus driver asked her if she was going to move, and she told him no. So he called the police because she was in the colored section, and the police told him that she was in the section that she was supposed to be in. The bus driver moved the sign behind the seat that she was in so that the police would end up arresting her. Rosa got arrested that day, and her family was told that she was in jail because she did not move. She had met some friends in jail, and that very same day, her husband came to get out of jail, and he was so worried about her. Rosa Parks was honored with a Congressional Gold Medal on June 16th, 1999. Rosa Parks was a living icon in America at the age of 44. On August 30th, 1994, Rosa Parks was robbed, and the person who did this struck her and wanted to steal about $20. He did this because he wanted to be known as the person who robbed Rosa Parks. He got 8 to 15 years to life in prison for robbery. Rosa Parks passed away from natural causes on October 5th, 2005, at the age of 92. If Rosa Parks hadn't stood up for what she believed was right, America would have been different, and people of color would still have been talked down to, and they would have just been treated the way they had been, and been treated like second-hand citizens. Because of Rosa Parks, people of color can speak up for themselves and be heard and tell what they needed, and they were finally being heard because of Rosa Parks. You must never be fearful about what you are doing is right, by Rosa Parks.